Hey, what's up, guys? MK18 man. Quick little video, talk about the rifle a little bit. You guys might have seen it in the SOCOM review, or maybe at my other channel, Tier Fun Shooting. But I just want to talk about the rifle a little bit, how I set it up, why I set it up this way, and maybe give you a little inspiration on how to set your rifle up. So I'll just start. I'll start with the base of it. You know, the core. First off, you got the lower receiver and upper receiver. Mine happens to be a Noveske, which was given to me for my birthday as a stripped lower receiver. So I built this whole gun. But Noveske lower, which is a nice Gen 2 lower. It's got the flared PMAG, which is nice. I like that for the reloads. It's one of the nice features of the Noveskes. Running the badass ambi safety selector. Got the full size on my dominant side, and then a little stubby on this support side here. So nice when you're deactivating the safety. It's nice to be able to deactivate it with that index finger. Really nice. And of course, if you're shooting left-handed, as I usually do, depending on the situation, it's nice to be able to disengage it with the weapon side thumb. I'm also running a Phase 5 a little bolt catch here, so I can lock the bolt open one-handed. Definitely helps for malfunctions and things like that, especially being that I have a suppressor. It doesn't always lock open every time, and so it's kind of nice to be able to lock open the bolt at a moment's notice and get a feel for what's going on there, or deal with it, you know. So that's a nice feature. I definitely like that. Other cool thing about it is it's a one-piece. It's not a bolt-on like the Magpul bad lever. So it's a one-piece steel component. So it's a little bit more rugged, I would say. And I'm pretty hard on this stuff, so I need as much rugged stuff as possible. Next up, I got the in the lower receiver, I got the Geisley SSA trigger. So it's a nice two-stage brake, real clean brake on it. Has just a little bit of play there. I guess I put it on fire, it would help. A little bit of play there. See that? And then it just brakes. Really nice. So a nice match trigger. Big believer in having that on your rifle. I also have an ALG ACT on one of my rifles, which I really like a lot. A little bit more rugged, like mil-spec style trigger. But I've never had a problem with the SSA, and big believer in it. I think it's a fantastic trigger. What else on the lower? I got the Magpul CTR. Big fan of this stock. I think it's probably the best stock out right now. Just so light and slim and utilitarian. Has the QD studs, has the sling for different types of slings, and of course the lock. And just really like this stock. It's awesome. Running a BCM Gunfighter grip mod, whatever, and it's fantastic grip. It's just real thin, and it's a nice ergonomic feeling. I can really kind of control the weapon one-handed when I'm running and stuff. So big believer in that grip. It's a nice slim grip, and of course it has the compartment here, which I usually roll with. In the compartment, I got a little ripper strip of some Rand CLP. In case I need to lube up my bolt or anything like that. And then with that, I got one extra battery for my optic or my flashlight, but it's in there. Let's see. Okay, that's the lower receiver. Upper receiver, obviously, that's what's the baddest thing on this gun. Is the upper is just nasty. At the heart and soul of it is the barrel, which is a 10.5-inch Noveske stainless barrel, and it's a heavy barrel, so the gun is pretty heavy. Because of that, but I think being primarily a SBR, a heavy, hard-use gun, and suppressed as well, I think the heavy barrel is a nice feature there. Just running a regular low-pro gas block and a standard carbine length gas tube, feeding into a Spikes upper receiver, so just a regular forged upper, nothing fancy there. The bolt carrier is made by Young's. It's the national match stainless barrel or bolt carrier, so it's really easy to wipe off, and I've just never had any issues with it from the day one I put it in, and just it works every time. I've never had a malfunction really with this gun that's not suppressor related, so the bolt carrier is just really fantastic. I'm running for the quad rail is a Daniel Defense MK18 and the FDE. I just really like that rail. It's light enough, but it's still very rugged feeling, and of course, who wouldn't want a MK18? It's just sick. So I went ahead and got that because I just like the style of it and everything, and obviously having the quad rail is nice. I might end up adding a D-ball too to this if I ever get into getting some nods. I'm not sure, but if I do, I'll have enough room to mount it, and it'll look wicked. Running a Surefire Mini Scout light. So this is a fantastic light, needs no introduction. Really big believer in Surefire and everything they put out. So I'm running that on the, what is this, gear sector offset mount. So it replaces the Surefire mount and just puts it in a little better positioning so that I can hit it with my thumb when I'm on the prowl with my right hand, or if I needed to come over the top with my other hand for whatever reason, I could still hit it. So it's nice. I don't have to deal around with pressure switches and little cables and shit like that. I just run it straight on there with the tail clicky, and of course I can leave it on if I need to have an extended leave on there. This is a Impact Weapons Components single QD stud for my sling, which is a VTAC padded sling. I love this sling. It's real easy to use and very versatile. And I'm also running that with the Impact Weapons Component Tri-Glide, so I can actually convert this to a single point sling, just like an MS2 or anything like that. So nice way to run the sling. This is a little Troy vertical grip stubby. It's real rugged. It's machined aluminum. And then in here, let's see, I forget what I'm running in here. I got an extra battery, and then this is a super small cut down version of my tack stamp. So in case any tyrannical guys got a problem, I do have the tack stamp for the suppressor and the SBR. So I keep that with it. And then of course the muzzle, you see the suppressor. I've done a review on that on YouTube. Check out my channel. It's a badass Surefire SOCOM Mini, and this thing is nasty. And I'm running that on a Surefire. Ah, fuck it, dude. I was gonna take this up. Ah, there it is. See, it's been doing a little shooting here, and so let's get a little dirty. But that's the flash hider. And what else? Oh yeah, iron sights. I'm running Daniel Defense fixed iron sights. I'm a big fan of these sights just because they're so rugged, and I like stuff that's hard use. Other reason is that I really don't see the point in doing flip down iron sights if you're running a non-magnified optic. If you're running a red dot, which I am, is the EOTech EXPS 3. And it has a lower 1/3 co-witness, so when I look through the objective window, I really don't even see the sights. They're in the lower 1/3 of the window, the dots sitting above them. But if I need them, I can chunk down on it, and I'll be able to see through the mirrors and see that dot co-witness in the lower 1/3 of the objective glass. So, and then plus, if you do take the optic off for whatever reason, if you want to run this gun really slick and really lightweight, you can take the optic off, and then you have bomber iron sights versus having some weakened, you know, mechanically prone to failure backup iron sights. So I feel like the one-piece iron sights are the way to go if you're running a carbine type weapon with a non-magnified red dot. So and then I also have the ladder covers on every piece of rail that's exposed, so I won't ding up my rails. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic, but it's very rugged, and it's bad to the bone. If you guys have any questions, comments, let me know. Other than that, this is how you do the SBR, boys and girls. This is how it's done. Signing off.